Today I'll be walking through a very normal day where I have 2 clients, one in person and one virtual. Anyways, in the mornings I try to not have anything scheduled before 11 a.m. because this is my downtime, my rest time, my time to center myself. This is the time I really focus on what I want to do, not what I think I should be doing, not what I think a therapist should be doing while they're resting, not what I think a productive person should be doing. It's really what I want to do in that very moment. These mornings really help me as a therapist because if I'm feeling frantic or if I'm leaning into that part of me that just wants to get stuff done, it affects how I am in my role as a therapist. Usually if I'm feeling frantic in my personal life, then as a therapist, I'm trying to do something, make this person change. And that really kind of prevents actual change from happening from my experience with a client. The internal change that we want to experience isn't usually linear or something like that happens when we put more work into it. I think it's usually a slow process, and most of the time it just takes a lot of time, care, trust for change to actually happen. So anyways, I start off my day feeding my kittens. They're so cute. I've been with them for the last 3 weeks now, and I love them so much. I did random errands this morning like laundry, getting ready. Cleaning is something that I typically like to do in the mornings. It kind of just helps get myself moving and also just, get ready for the rest of the day. And today I actually made an herbal Chinese soup that I've been making for the last 2 years now. It's something that I make after my period. My acupuncturist recommended that I drink this, and I honestly think it has been helping me. I don't know what it is I really don't know what's in the soup that I'm making, but it definitely helps me. Like, my fingers are less cold, so I think I have not great circulation, especially right after my period. So this really helps me kind of warm my whole system up. I'm getting ready for my first virtual session today. I usually have a lot of little trinkets that I carry to my therapy sessions. That yellow stuffed bird I bring with me to my in-person sessions as well. I bring it into the session to bring a little piece of me and home, and it definitely helps me feel more comfortable in my shared therapy space. And then I have 2 scented oils that I put on, one before the session that smells a little more herbally, and it kind of helps me get into my therapist role. And then I have another scent that's a little bit more vibrant that I smell after the session's over to kind of help me close out that session. And of course I have my therapy notebook. I started off not using a therapy notebook, but just listening to the client because I was scared that the client would think that I'm distracted if I'm writing. But I noticed that for me, it actually really helped me to stay focused when I'm taking notes, and I haven't had a client not want me to take notes, so I've just been always taking notes. And I don't put any of my analysis or anything like that into my notes. I'm literally just taking notes on what the client is saying. So if you've ever wondered what your therapist is doing before a session, it might look something like this. If I'm looking a little concerned, it's because the client didn't show up at the regular time, and I'm basically racking my head thinking about how to message them and checking in with myself to see if I want to follow the clinic policy to charge them the session fee. So all of this stuff used to stress me out so much the first several times. I'll be thinking, how do I nicely tell my client their session was supposed to start 5 minutes ago? Are they okay? Should I message them again? Should I email them? Should I text them? Do I charge them? So many different questions. But now that I've been doing this for a year now, it's gotten a lot easier. So with the extra time, I decided to go to the local gym. Here I am weightlifting, so this is the snatch lift, my hardest lift because I really get in my head when I move the weight above my head. But the other day, a fitness coach at this gym complimented me on my form and said that they've been watching me since I started at this gym about a year ago, and damn, I can't believe she complimented me and she's been watching me this whole time. But anyways, after that, I went home and changed, and here I am on the way back on the way to the clinic now to see my in-person client. Usually I like to schedule multiple in-person clients when I go out there, but this just happened to be a day when I have one client. Once I get to the clinic, I usually like to get some tea to settle in and set up my space. Today there were some ripe figs in the backyard, so yeah, I took one and ate it. Who wouldn't? And yeah, I'm unpacking all my things again. It's the oils, the notebooks, trinkets, all of it. I'm unpacking now, so I'm getting ready for my client. And obviously I can't show you any client details or anything about the session because of confidentiality. So I'm just going to show you what it's like after the session. I'm stretching, putting on the citrus oil I talked about earlier to signal to my body that I'm done being in the role of a therapist and I can, reconnect to myself and my body. And basically that's it for the workday. I'm headed home now. My partner usually cooks dinner for us on these dates. Today we had Napa cabbage and eggplant pork stir fry. Yum. And here I go again, greeting my cats and being weird. Yeah, it's the end of the night, so I'm just chilling out and relaxing. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you later.